Hello students, welcome to our next session. Chromatography is a non-destructive procedure for separating a multi-component mixture of trace or minor constituent into its individual fraction. Final identification usually requires a confirmation by some other analytical procedures like AIR, NMR, mass spectroscopy. So, we can say chromatography can be used for qualitative and quantitative analysis. As we know, chromatography as a method or as a technique of separating a mixture of components into individual components through equilibrium distribution between two phases. The technique of chromatography is based on the differences in the rate at which the component of mixture moves through a porous medium called stationary phase under the influence of some solvent or gas, we can say as a moving phase. Generally, the chromatographic method of separation involves different steps. First step, adsorption or retention of substance or substances on the stationary phase, followed by separation of adsorbed substances by the mobile phase, followed by recovery of separated substance by the continuous flow of mobile phase, we can say as elution, followed by qualitative and quantitative analysis of eluted substances. There are different purposes of chromatography. Purpose may be analytical or purpose may be a preparative. Analytical purpose means to determine the chemical composition of a sample, and preparative purpose it particularly used to purify sufficient quantities of a substance. So let us introduce some terms regarding the chromatography. So chromatography, as we know, it is a separation technique based on the different interaction of compound with two phases, a mobile phase and as a stationary phase, as a compound travel through the supporting medium. So what is meant by mobile phase? A mobile phase, a solvent that flows through the supporting medium. What is meant by stationary phase? A layer or a coating on the supporting medium that interact with the analyte. Next, supporting system. Supporting system means what? A solid surface on which the stationary phase is bounded or coated. So, chromatography is the technique used to separate and identify the component of mixtures and allow the molecule present in the mixture to distribute themselves between stationary phase and mobile phase. Chromatography, actually it is derived from the two words chroma and graphians. Chroma means color and graphians means to write or to study. So whatever the color bands are obtained, actually the separation of individual compounds. So some basic terms we have to remember while studying this particular chapter. So chromatogram equipment that enables a sophisticated separation. For example, gas chromatography or liquid chromatography. Eluent means what? A fluid entering column or solvent that carries the analyte. Eluate means what? Mobile phase leaving the column. Stationary phase, immobilized phase. Immobilized on the support particle or on the inner wall of the column tubing. For example, in case of thin layer chromatography, we can use silica layer over the glass plate. So we can say that acts as a stationary phase. That means glass coated with or glass having the layer of silica, and that silica acts as a stationary phase. So next, continue with our terms. Mobile phase means what? Move in a definite direction, for example liquid, gas. The mobile phase moves through the chromatographic column or moves over the or through the stationary phase where the sample interact with stationary phase and is separated. Then retention time. Retention time, the time takes for a particular analyte to pass through the system from column inlet to the detector under the set condition. So that particular time we can say from column inlet to the detector under the set condition, time takes for a particular analyte pass through the system, we can say as a retention time. Sample, a substance analyzed in a chromatography. Solvent, any substance capable of solubilizing another substance. So these are the basic terms. As a part of history, we have covered the history part. As we know, Swedt, a botanist that particularly discovered the chromatography. what he had carried out, he has taken, or particularly a tall glass open column he had taken, and that is filled with sand like particles, and whatever that open glass column that is filled with sand like particle grounded up with plant extract. Then he poured whatever the solvent system, then pour into the column and saw the color bands. Whatever the color band developed as the extract percolate down to the column. What he found a different compounds had separated in the form of color bands. As we see here, these are the different bands particularly observed. So basically, whatever the chromatography is there, that chromatography actually derived from the two words. Greek word chroma indicates the color and graphy indicates writing or the study. So the basic terms, let us revise again. What are the basic terms we have covered? Chromatograph, equipment that enables the sophisticated separation. For example, gas chromatography or liquid chromatography. Eluent, as we know, the solvent that carries the analyte. Eluate, a mobile phase leaving the column. Stationary phase, immobilized phase, which is stationary, immobilized on a support particle or on the inner wall of the column tubing. For example of stationary phase, silica layer, particularly in case of thin layer chromatography. Mobile phase moves on a definite direction. For example, liquid, gas. The mobile phase moves through the chromatographic column. The stationary phase, where the sample interact with the stationary phase and is separated. Retention time means what? Time takes for a particular analyte to pass through the system or from the column inlet to the detector under the set condition. That time we can say as a retention time. Sample means what? Analyte, a substance that to be analyzed in a chromatography. Solvent means what? Any substance capable of solubilizing any substance capable of solubilizing another substance. So chromatogram. So chromatogram means what? Actually, in case of chromatography, a visual output of chromatograph. We can say separation. Different peaks or pattern on the chromatogram correspond to the different component of the separated mixture. That we can say as a chromatogram. So chromatogram, actually what is it? It is a detector signal. It is the detector signal versus retention time or volume. See here, consider this is a column. This column have been loaded with the mixture of component, and here a separation of component occurs. This is a one analyte and this is a second analyte. So both the analytes are separated. So from this point to this point, we can say as a retention time of this particular, or we can say this is particularly a retention time of our first analyte, and this is the retention time of a second analyte. So chromatogram means what? Actually a detector signal versus retention time or volume. So on a x-axis there is a retention time, and on a y-axis signal is there. We can say signal is proportional to the concentration of specific analyte that is separated. So let us continue with our basic principle of chromatography. So principle of chromatography, actually a physical method of separation that distributes components to separate between two phases, moves in a definite direction. A substance are separated based on their differential distribution between two phases. Substance will move with the mobile phase at different rate depending upon their partition or distribution coefficient. So whatever the substance will move with the mobile phase at a different rate that particularly depend upon their partition or distribution coefficient. So there are some factors that affect the separation. First factor, intermolecular interaction between the two phases, and second one is the extent of dispersion of solute molecule over the stationary phase. So these are the two important factors that affect the separation in case of chromatography. Chromatography is an analytical technique commonly used for separating a mixtures of a chemical substance into its individual component so that the individual components can be thoroughly analyzed. There are many types of chromatography. For example, liquid chromatography, gas chromatography, ion exchange chromatography, affinity chromatography, but all of these having the same basic principle. So let us let us understand with the some example, or by taking some example. First, as shown in the left hand side panel, whatever I ran a thin layer chromatography plate. This is basically a rectangular piece of glass plate coated with the thin layer of silica. I applied a spot of the reaction mixture just above the baseline. Just above the baseline. Where is the baseline? See, this is the baseline. So, I applied a spot of reaction mixture just above the base of the plate. So, denoted with the solid line before applying the spot, and place the plate in a jar. That jar contain what? Appropriate organic solvent. In this case, particularly 1:1, that means 1 ml hexane and 1 ml ethyl acetate was used with just enough volume to dip the lower edges of the plate, just only to dip the lower edges of the plate. Gradually, by the capillary action, solvents start rising up the silica plate, and we can see the reaction mixture. Get separated as a CAB. So initially, whatever I prepared, initially what happened? Initially, I carried out organic reaction that A and B react with each other and it form a product C. So whatever the mixture, whatever the found product, when I was applied on this particular preparative plate and when it was run, I found that 3 spots are appeared. One as a C as a product, A as a unreacted reactant and B as a again unreacted second reactant. So actually in order to perform the separation of our product, I assemble particularly here a glass column as shown on the right hand side of the picture. I took a glass column with a stopcock attached at the bottom, inserted a cotton plug at the bottom of the column and packed with the slurry of silica gel. Slurry of silica gel prepared in an organic solvent. Once the column was packed and the solvent volume above the bed is reduced to less than 5 mm, then I carefully pour the reaction mixture over the I carefully pour the reaction mixture over the bead of silica from the top of column with the aid of glass pipette. I open the stopcock and let the solvent run slowly through the column. I constantly keep adding solvent from the top of the glass column. As we can see, the reaction mixture started to separate into a distinct bands as a yellow, pink, orange, and whatever the yellow, pink and orange, and corresponding to the unreacted B, unreacted A, and the desired product, that is the C. C is here, A and B. So these are the unreacted product and C is our products. So I collect the individual band in a separated flask, and so we can able to purify the final product by using a glass column packed with silica in an organic solvent, and we can carry out the separation of our product purely by the way of column chromatography. So before dealing with the principle, we have to familiarize with ourselves with some basic terms. So basic terms, as we know: eluent, analyte, column, stationary phase, mobile phase, cotton plug and eluate. So mobile phase or carrier means what? A solvent moving through the column or carrier. Thank you. Continue with the next session.